Everything that happened in this movie could have been avoided. Let's do it. Annabelle Comes Home opens up exactly the same way The Conjuring does, with Ed and Lorraine Warren investigating Annabelle the doll that belongs to these nurses. They end up taking her home, but as they're in the car, weird shit happens. The car breaks down, Ed is attacked by these dark spirits, but eventually they get back to their house. Once they do, a priest meets them there who blesses Annabelle. They seal her away in a glass case that is never supposed to be opened in their artifact room. Sometime later, we see that Ed and Lorraine are going away for the weekend, so they're leaving their daughter Judy with their babysitter Mary Ellen. We see that Judy takes after her mom and she has some psychic abilities, so she pretty frequently sees spirits, which she tries to ignore. And she also gets bullied at school because the kids think that her parents are weird and crazy. But Mary Ellen ends up getting to the house, everything is normal. But then Mary Ellen's friend Daniela shows up and literally just ruins everything. Because of course there's an ulterior motive to why she came over, and that's because she finds the keys to the artifact room and sneaks in. And of course she's drawn to Annabelle and proceeds to open her case. This not only frees the spirit that is in Annabelle, it also frees the other spirit in the artifacts in the room. So Judy and Mary Ellen don't know that Daniela snuck into the room yet, but weird shit starts to happen to them. Judy sees like the shadow of Annabelle come to life in her room. This haunted board game called Feely Mealy has hands coming out of it and grabs at them. Judy is attacked by the spirit of this bride who wore a wedding dress that's in the room. Now, earlier we learned that Mary Ellen has a crush on this boy named Bob, and he shows up at the house. And poor Bob, as he's outside trying to impress Mary Ellen and play guitar to her, he's attacked by a spirit in the form of a werewolf. The three girls decide that they need to get the fuck out of the house, but as they're outside, Daniela remembers that she has the keys to the artifact room, so she goes back in to put the keys back. But of course, she gets locked in the artifact room and everything around her comes to life. She's taunted by the spirit of her father, which isn't actually her father. And we learn that her father died recently, and that's actually why she wanted to sneak into the artifact room to try to feel him in any way. So eventually Judy and Mary Ellen go back in and find her, and Judy tells them that the only way to stop this is to lock Annabelle back in her case. The werewolf thing that attacked Bob comes back and attacks the girls, and we think that he's a goner at this point, but he comes out of nowhere and smashes the shit out of this thing with his guitar and saves them. He came here to impress Mary Ellen, and that did the trick. Eventually, Daniela becomes possessed by one of the spirits, specifically the bride, and she tries to attack Judy. Mary Ellen saves Judy, and the two of them get away, and they manage to find the doll. They find Annabelle. Judy then sees this spirit of a priest who she had seen earlier, and she was scared of him, but it turns out he's actually there to help her. They manage to find the keys that they need to open Annabelle's case. Of course, every spirit is going to try and stop them, so they are attacked by basically everything all at once. The ferryman, this samurai costume, the Feely Mealy game, the demon that's in Annabelle, and eventually they are also attacked by Daniela, who is still possessed by the bride. This is all happening in Ed's office, and Judy has the brilliant idea to start this tape that is one of Ed's recorded exorcisms, and this gets rid of the spirit that is possessing Daniela. And the three of them manage to get back in the artifact room and put Annabelle in the case and lock it, which causes everything to stop. Everything's back where it should be. Everybody's safe, and the next day the Warrens return, and they know that they have to tell them what happened, so they do. Sometime later, we cut to Judy's birthday party, who she thinks nobody's coming because, again, everybody bullies her for who her parents are. But a bunch of kids do show up, including Daniela's younger brother, who was bullying Judy. Mary Ellen shows up with her boyfriend Bob, so Bob got the girl. Daniela shows up as well, and Lorraine takes her into the artifact room to tell her that she has a message for her. Now, the reason that Daniela was so desperately trying to contact her father is because he died in a car accident, and it turns out she was driving the car, so she feels really guilty about it. But Lorraine refers to her as the nickname that her father used to call her and tells her that her father is at peace and it was not her fault. He does not blame her. Daniela can finally let go of that guilt, and while she might not be responsible for that, she absolutely is responsible for everything else that happened in this movie, and the movie ends.